As a new day dawns, it's time to begin the stream. Hope everyone's doing good, or welcome back to some more Satisfactory. Today we've actually got quite a fun stream planned. We are going to be trying to make a few different items, including computers. That is going to be our main focus today. But to make computers, we also need some other parts as well, such as circuit boards, which I also want to try and make, crystal oscillators, I believe silica as well. And I also want to try and make some copper sheets as well as some quartz crystal. So there's quite a lot of different items I do want to try and make today. I don't know how many of them I'm going to be able to get through in just one stream. But regardless, we should hopefully be able to get a good amount of them done. Preferably the computers at least. Let's just try and get computers done. That would be great. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm not quite sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow. If I am, I am. If I'm not, I'm not. Just guys, make sure to turn on your notifications and you'll know if I am going to go live or not. And to everyone that has subscribed since yesterday, welcome. Thank you very much for subscribing. If you guys like Satisfactory, you're in the right place. If you don't like Satisfactory, probably the wrong place. But let's just get straight into it. So everything here is what we managed to do yesterday. Welcome early. Oh, nice. Yeah, none of the codes for me worked, unfortunately. But oh well. You're Vinod. I know Vinod, yeah, don't worry. So good, man. Welcome. So the plan that I'm also wanting to try and do today is that somewhere over here we've got a bunch of ores that I want to try and get to this side of the map. Because it's all well and good having them there, but the problem is we've got so much logistics underneath here that it's actually a bit complicated to try to see where is what, or what is where, more like. So I do want to try and get that over here somehow. I've also noticed over the last couple of days my game has started to severely lag, which is a bit of a shame. And the funny thing is, I tried to reduce my my settings down a little bit, but it actually made everything worse. The lower that I've got my settings, the the worse my game lags. And I honestly cannot explain it. It is really weird. Oh no, didn't want to do that. See, now my game's completely frozen. It never used to do that before, but oh well. It is what it is. I have got a lower end PC, to be fair. In fact, the PC that I've got is lower than the minimum recommendation. But as of right now, I can't really afford a new PC. So I've just got to deal with what I've got, unfortunately. Computers, yep. Yep. Got a lot of crashes as well. Yeah, I wonder why. Seems to be far more common in the last couple of days. Oh well. The reason why I'm streaming a bit later today than usual, by the way, I actually haven't really got a very good excuse. I've just got back into Horizon Zero Dawn, and it's such a fun game to play. Because that game has a DLC called the Frozen Wilds, I believe. And it's really fun. But it's also really difficult, and I've only been playing this game for about 2 days. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's my 7th time going through the game. I've completed the game 6 times now. So I know what I'm doing. But I haven't quite got the gear that I necessarily need for quite a few of the missions. So it makes things rather difficult. It's also kind of, being the key word, funny as well. Seeing how bad things can get. No, it can be really chaotic at times. There we go. So this is all built out now. We shouldn't need a much bigger area than this. And the last thing I do actually want to try and do is make sure that all of you guys are painted this color. There we go. Everything should be back to normal now. Fantastic. I am seeing this occasionally turn yellow. Why? Everything here is completely fine except for the modular frame, where we need 8 per minute. Okay. You're the one producing the modular frame. Wait, what? Okay, well that's the problem then, isn't it? I need 8 modular frames per minute, but I've only got an assembler to produce 2 point... that. Oh, you're kidding me. We're instantly starting off with a problem. Okay. If I was to lower you down then to 2.75. 2.8? Yeah. So I can make technically 5.6 heavy modular frames per minute. Because of that problem. Which should now no longer be a problem because we've now fixed that. So how much do you need? 5 reinforced iron plates and 25 steel beams. 5.4. Okay, yeah, so that is completely fixed now. I could add one more assembler. I could definitely fit in right there. We'll see what we're going to do because I quite like the way I've got everything set up as of right now. So, in fact, the assembler could probably go in here. Let me just see this for a minute. Again, I'll probably end up doing this off camera if it's a massive drama. It shouldn't be a massive drama, though. Right. So yeah, you can definitely fit into here. Bring you back there by a little bit. Have you line up with that one. There we go. So then if you were to make 0.5 per minute, or in fact, if I was to remove that, that's... 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's better. Great. Then we go underneath her. Then splits you guys together. Or away from each other in theory, not together. You can go... I see. Okay, I see. So our 2 inputs are from this side, is that correct? When mistakes happen when you've already... Yeah, it's annoying. But this is why I double check things as well. Like, whenever I finish a project, I don't just, like, leave it forever. No, I always come back to it after a day, then a couple days, and a week, just to make sure that everything I've built is definitely correct. But the last thing that you want to do is assume, for a month or whatever, that you've made exactly what you need to make. And it turns out you've actually made a mistake. Come on, there we go. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Damn it. Oh, dear. I must say, though, like, even though I'm still enjoying this factory, the only game I'm currently thinking about right now is Battlefield 6. I'm being, like, entirely honest. No, see, okay. It's not doing what we need. Hello? Did I mess up here? So you're going out. Right. So are you the input then? Oh, right. Okay, okay. I know what I've done. Right. That's fine. So the splitter has to go here. And you have to go there. We'll then do 1... No. 2... Bring you round to there. And bring you round to here. This way, we should now be able to produce the exact amount of items that I need. Despite that little setback that we just had. Welcome, Mike. Hope that you're doing good. Are you going to play Light No Fire when it comes out? If I'm entirely honest, I haven't heard about that game until you've just said it. So I'll probably have to check it out. As of right now, the only game I'm relatively interested in streaming other than Satisfactory is Battlefield 6. And that will literally just be for 1 stream, maybe 2 if I get early access. Which as of right now, I can't. So, we'll see. But I'll never say no to a game. Okay, this should be fine, right? Steel frame, 2 per minute. You should then be 6 per minute. You can now go up to being 3 per minute. And now we've fixed everything. Pretty much fixed everything. One thing that I'm missing now is... Well, for you... Actually, no, you've now got to connect into here. Okay, so we haven't fixed everything just yet. I lied. I'm sorry. I'll put you all down. Add a merger into here. No, does that look like a merger? It's Hello Games, the next major project after No Man's Sky. Oh, wow. Let me just write down the name of the game very quickly. Just so I can check out like the trailer or something off camera. It's Lights, no fire. Because No Man's Sky was a game that I wanted to try and check out as well. I will be coming back to this in just a moment, by the way, because we have to spend a few minutes working on this. I am planning on doing something rather interesting with this. How many times can I say this in one sentence? Yeah, it should be rather interesting, though. Merger, yes. I'll grab you. This should be able to line up with each other now, correct? You go into that, then you go into that. Followed by this. Great. All of our problems and troubles should have now been solved. Oh, whoops. Never mind, cancel that. Because you've got to go down here, don't you? Is there anything in the way here? No, there is not. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. I think what I'll temporarily do, again, temporarily here, is I'll add this industrial storage. Actually, this is not even a bad location for it. If I was to add these all the way across over here, I honestly wouldn't say that's a bad idea. Let's see. Take you to there, bring you around here. Like so. And the last connection will then be from there into here. And of course, this does look a little bit weird, but luckily, we are now playing, in, of course, an update 1.1 where we can add the conveyor wall thing. That's the official name, I'm sure. There we go. And just store a bunch of you lot in there. I'll probably keep a stack. Lovely. We started off today's stream fixing a problem, but to be fair though, that is a problem off of our chest, so it's pretty decent. You decorated the Quick-Wire factory with a gold beam, concrete, and window theme. Oh, nice. Sounds pretty good. I would like to do a building in gold as well. I just don't know what. I suppose it would have to be the Caterium build, won't it? Because it will make sense for it to be that. No gaps there. Brilliant. So this is exactly where I want to try and have my computer facility and some other stuff here as well. So let's check out how many computers I want to try and make per minute, as well as the other stuff. And then secondly, have I got all the resources for it? Now I have finished all the major productions on the power plant. All that's left is the AI limiters, electromagnetic control rod, silica, quartz crystal, crystal oscillators, and a bit of rocket fuel. Nice. Well, good luck with that. It does sound like a pretty challenging project, but hopefully it should be good as well. So let me just get rid of all of this stuff over here. And then what we are going to do is... Actually, if I just see the raw quartz there for a second, 30. And this is for 2 per minute, so 1 per minute is roughly 15, 17 raw quartz, 7 copper. And we'll go with like 18 iron. That's really cheap. I can definitely make 5 computers per minute. But do I need 5 computers per minute? No. 3 per minute will make more sense because I'm making... Actually, should I go with 6? I wonder. Because if I go with 6, then if I don't use a Sommers loop, I should then have plenty of raw quartz lying around. Because again, it's roughly 17. 17 times by 3. Oh god, it's like 60 minus 6. 54. Which is not too bad. I've got roughly like 250 left to play around with. So that's completely fine. Copper. Not a problem there at all. Iron, again, shouldn't be much of a problem either. I'm thinking I do go with 6 computers per minute. And then most of that will just get sunk, if I'm completely honest. But it's still good to have. So, computers, 6 per minute. I'll take that. We are also live over on Twitch, by the way. If anyone prefers watching over on Twitch, the quality, I believe, is the exact same, but the stream's like 5 seconds quicker. Maybe a bit quicker than that, I don't know. It purely depends on what platform you guys prefer watching on, hence why I do the co-streams. Because people like myself don't normally use Twitch, so that's why I've got YouTube as an option. But then some people only use Twitch, so again, that's why I've got Twitch as the option. I have thought about streaming over on like Kick or Mixer, but I don't necessarily want to make that move just yet, because I don't feel like there's a very big Satisfactory audience on those platforms. And additionally, I've never watched a single one of those streams over on that website. But you know, Mixer, isn't Mixer dead now? Like, didn't they pull the plug on it? Because I remember, I think it was Ninja that moved to Mixer for like a year. He got paid God knows how many millions for it. And then he shut down the site. There's another one. There's another platform then that I'm referring to. Rumble? Is that the one? Rumble and... I don't know, something else. Regardless, yeah, no plans to move as of right now. So 6 computers per minute, but how exactly do I know how many resources are needed for the 6 computers? Well, if I grab the smelter, the constructor, the assembler, and the manufacturer, I can then see. So, the only thing that I'm going to need for you is the crystal oscillator. And you only make 1 per minute? Hi, Moth. Gotta be cautious of that. So, computer. I'll go with 6. You're going to require 2 assemblers. That's not too bad. 9 circuit boards, 3 crystal oscillators. So that's 3 manufacturers. Damn. Okay. That's the most amount of manufacturers we've had to use for a single project yet. Oh well. I'll go with 6 and use 3 for the ACUs and 3 for storage. Well, as of right now, I'm already using... Well, I've made the computers for the ACUs. So the majority of this will just be lying around or getting sunk for now. And then some of it will be used as storage, as you say. As long as I have like a good couple thousand computers in storage, I'll be completely fine. Anything more than that feels a bit unnecessary for this stage of the game. So, crystal oscillators, 3 per minute. I can't do 3 per minute for this, so let's do 0.3, then times it by 10. 54 quartz crystal. We then have 42 cable. Okay, it's not bad. And then 7.5 reinforced iron plates. This is going to be perhaps the biggest project I've had to undergo so far, by the way. Which I'm actually really looking forward to. I prefer big projects like this. They're just more fascinating, in my opinion. Lots of machines, lots of moving parts. It feels weird talking about machines and not talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, because again, I've spent a bit too long playing it recently. And have you ever had that feeling when you've played a game or you've been somewhere for so long, and you can, like when you're trying to sleep, you can hear the sound of it in your brain as you're trying to go to sleep? I had that feeling last night because I was grinding it for a few hours, off camera obviously. And when I went to bed, all I could hear was the sound of the machines, like the enemy hostiles just in my head. Which was kind of funny. Not concerning at all, no. So, quartz crystal, we need 54 of you. Let's see, that's 90? Right, okay. So the last one that I did, because if that's 90, there's no way this could be less. I've already done the maths for it, so it must be correct. Oh no, that's fine. I don't know why I thought it was 3018, not 1830, but that makes complete sense. That's fine. But yeah, how's everyone doing in the stream? I hope everyone's doing well today. Again, I do appreciate everyone tuning in and coming out to the stream. Cable, we need 42 of it. It should be 84, right? Oh, I was gonna say, I typed it wrong, that makes sense. So that's 84 wire. And when it comes to our reinforced iron plates, we've actually done all that already. Okay, great. So copper sheets, we need 20. Which is 40 ingots. And of course, it's a 1-to-1 ratio for ore, so that's 40 copper ore there as well. And the last thing here, I believe the last thing involving our constructors, as I definitely didn't forget the name there. No, is the silica, where I need 20 of you per minute, which is only 12 raw quartz. So in total, we are looking at 102 raw quartz. Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal. Do I want to be making 6 computers? I've got to start thinking about this, like, logically. I suppose, like, still, yes, I do. 40 copper isn't that bad. The last thing I've got to try and work out now is all of the iron stuff. So let's see what that's going to lead us to. The thing that I'm mostly concerned about is most likely the amount of iron that we need and have I got enough of it. 8.4 times this by 10, that's 47. Okay. Luckily, like, the iron wire doesn't cost a lot. It's the iron pipes that are deadly. We then need 50. Which is 28. Great. And then the last thing is our iron plates, for which we need 25. Which should be, quick maths, let's see. 25 plus 12, 37.5 is my guess. Wow, everybody, I can do mathematics. Mathematics, bruv. Great. 47 is 47. 28 plus... Should we just do 28 again? I'd rather have too much than too little, that's for sure. 40, 56. 56 plus 46 is 90, 102. Wait. There we go. So I'm needing more raw quartz and iron? What? That's mad. Actually, no, it's the exact same. Okay, right, fair enough. Then you again, 102. And then copper just remains as 40. So that's not too bad. I'm not massively concerned about copper. The reason why I sounded concerned was because we've got quite a lot of feck. We got quite... No. There we go. We've got quite a lot of iron nodes nearby, so that's not a massive drama. But we've only got one copper ore node, and I've used most of it. The raw quartz is fine. Still got a bit of that lying around. So this is the very first thing that we're going to now try and make. But of course, I can't make anything until I've got the raw resources, which luckily I've got nearby, but not directly on me. Let's firstly drop you into there, you into here as well. Sure, we'll upload you. I don't know how I've managed to get 407 leaves there from chopping down 1 or 2 trees. But you know what? I won't say no to it. Absolutely won't say no. Iron pipes a horrible ratio? Yeah, it is a pretty terrible ratio. The reason why I... Might as well take that. The reason as to why I use it, though, is because I'm trying to do like a massive iron-only factory. And of course, it's easier to do an iron-only factory if you're only using iron. That's my reasoning behind that. Alright, so we've still got 2 more nodes over here. I've got a feeling that's one of you lots. Wait, let's think about this. No. I don't think we've got like a random little bit of iron just sticking out of nowhere. I will follow all of this just in case. But I'm pretty sure our last project eliminated that. You come round over there, then you go all the way around there. Okay, good. So, yep, that's not a problem there. How about here? Are you guys the same line? Because you go through to here. You just end there. Is there no iron that comes off of you? Let's see. So you actually come through here. Which is then the remainder of that. Okay, brilliant. No problemo. So we've... Oh, hello. That's a good amount of crystal oscillators. An item for which I will be making to... Oh, that's what I was looking for. That is perfect. How much are you? You're... Oh. You're... Gone? Right. Okay. Let's also drag out the Caterium. I don't need Caterium today, although I am going to be making some sort of Caterium mini starter factory in just a moment. When I say just a moment, it'll be a few more episodes still, but oh well. It's nice to have all the raw resources in one location, though. I'll be starting with you there. We've got 2 more iron nodes to drag out to this exact location. That's, and that's. Of course, we also need our quartz there as well, and most likely our copper. The problem is I've got no idea where our copper's actually coming from. Why are you empty? I know why you're empty. That's fine. You can come around here. It won't look pretty. But that's fine. Again, this is just a starter factory. I'm not intending for this factory to look nice. I just want it to be functional. Since I feel like that's the smart thing to do here. I rarely do smart things, so whenever I do, I try to utilize it fully. Yeah, I'm still unsure if I'm going to be able to go live tomorrow. I will try my best, but I am limited for time. Pretty much all day. I'm not going to stream at 5 AM because it's 5 AM, and I have also got a slight life outside of YouTube. Only a slight one. It is so chaotic down here. I'm just sliding and hoping that I don't, like, collide with absolutely everything in my way. What's that? Oh, is that our copper? Okay. How have we still got 324.8 copper? That makes no sense. That can't be right, because we're starting with... Oh, is it 360? No, it is 360. No, that's fine. I'll chuck you over there then. And essentially, you're going to come all the way down over here. Then just turn somewhere along there, I suppose? Could make sense. You like using iron pipes as well because it eliminates coal? Yeah, exactly. It makes things easier. That's why it's probably more expensive to do. Because the devs know that it is just an easier thing to do. If I remember correctly, there is a limestone node down over here. You're already being used? Roger, but are you using the entire thing? I very much doubt it. We'll find the remnants of it further up anyway. How much have we got over here now? Well, not there, sorry. Here. We got all of our quartz, which actually continues down over there. Okay. We've then got 1 limestone node, and that's it. 2 limestone nodes. Okay, good. And there's nothing more from over here, is that correct? That is correct. So 2 more limestone nodes, then we can get out of this place. No. Add you to there for now. Then with you... This is just pure chaos. Yeah, iron's really cheap. Yep. Which massively helps. Oh, I actually hate this. The way it looks... Again, I know I'm literally the one that says this is temporary. But still, just the thought of me doing it is... Not a fan. Where have I got to get to? There. Okay, it's there. That's fine. I've then got to do all the numbers as well, like making sure that I've definitely got the right amount of numbers on each conveyor belt. You lot should both be 360s. In fact, you are both 360s. You're Cateriums, you're 300. You're nothing yet. Wait, why are you nothing? Okay, I suppose you're the limestone. Oh no, you're quartz. But quartz is already over here. So where are you coming out of? You're going up this way? Up where? No, stop taking the quartz. That's an extra 30 of you gone. Right. I'll do this. We have got more iron. 322. Right. In that case then, what I'll do is leave a gap here for you to join on. Then leave a gap there for the quartz to join on. Let's go do this very last limestone node. should be somewhere here. Maybe. There we go. Deary me, this is chaotic. This is really chaotic. Then you're gonna go around to there. Followed by this. Okay, that's probably like the worst bit out of the way with. Again, maths-wise, I'm pretty sure you were 328 point something, but we'll just do 328. Unless it's this one, is it? I'll follow it back in just a moment. Let me just do all the lines first. Okay, so first of all, you're all going to come over here. And it might make things a bit easier if I just remove this temporarily. Gives us a little bit more height. Okay, that is going to cut straight through there. No, please snap onto the thing I'm pointing at. No, please snap onto the thing I'm pointing at. Hello? It was doing this yesterday. Like, it was highlighting in blue. The second I click, it then goes like that. It doesn't click the thing that I click. It was doing the exact same thing yesterday. Apparently it is a bug, but it's annoying. Bug or not. Right, so now we've got 3 more from here. Can I go up potentially? No, because you're now not gonna go straight. I am using straight mode, so let's hope that you do. Overlapping objects clearance. I don't quite know what objects that was, if I'm honest, but okay. You're still going to get blocked by this, aren't you? Yes, okay. 2 more of you lots. It's now too steep. That's fine, because you can now all come round here. That's good. And I suppose I want you guys to go straight through here for now. Where do you start? Here. No. See, this is what I mean! Every time I click it, it does something that I don't want it to do. There we go. Okay, we have got an extra little bit of foundations behind here. Great. In that case, and I'll probably move you back a little bit. Then grab our quartz crystal. You're going to line up with this perfectly? Surprisingly, yes. That's actually quite rare for me. Normally it's like half a foundation off. Like only half a foundation, not like 1.5, like just half. It's 2 done. That'll be the Caterium. Let's see how many more of these I need. There we go, that should be the last one. I don't like how the shape does that, but if it still works, it's fine. No, oh, man. Okay, that is everything. So how many conveyor belts is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn, okay. I thought we were close to being done. I guess not. How chaotic is it going to be up here? It doesn't look too bad, but when I have got an extra 8 conveyor belts, it will be. So I think what we're going to do is actually go back here by 1. And everything underneath here is just going to be for these 8 conveyor belts, nothing else. Everything above here is then going to be our logistics for whatever else I need to try and make. This way, I don't have my resource conveyor belts getting mixed with everything else as well. Like, makes sense. Some items, like heavy modular frames and computers, are simpler than you think. Yeah, they're not too bad. I feel like the reason why they're simpler is because when you very first start playing the game, then suddenly you now have to start using manufacturers and oil products. It's like, oh, what do? I don't know what I'm doing. The more you play, the more you realize, okay, it's not actually that bad. Everything here looks sound, so that's fantastic. How are you looking? Great, you got all the resources that you need. Same with you there as well. Why are you yellow? Too many resources? Good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, great. So what should we start off with then? The very first thing that I want to try and make... I know I said computers, and I still want to try and stick with computers. But as in, like, what's the very first thing in the computers that I want to try and do? Circuit boards, maybe? I think what I'll do is the exact same as what we did... Actually, was it off camera? Was it? I think it was off camera. But essentially, I made both the circuit boards for the adaptive control units and the circuit boards for the computers both at the exact same time, which is quite handy. So I think I'll do the exact same thing here again. 5 circuit boards per minute is completely fine. It's not a lot. I don't want it to be a lot. So in total, this is going to be 14 circuit boards. Not bad, not bad. Starting off with 3 smelters. Okie dokies. I want to have you facing this way, though. This is a bit of a change. Yeah, you're pretty far back there. I like that. 1, 2, 3. That'll be 30. You'll then be changed to 10. You'll then be changed to 22. Great. Power-wise, just nothing fancy. Something very simple here. We'll do that. Chuck you underneath her. Sometimes I feel like the best way to play this game sometimes, again, sometimes, is just, like, don't overcomplicate things. Just do it the way that you've been told, or the way that you've learned, and then it's actually really good fun. The more you overcomplicate things, sometimes it can actually make the game more enjoyable. It can. For me, at least, it definitely does. Okay, great. I've connected you to there, but apparently you still haven't turned on. Why is that? What? Did I not connect you up yet? There, okay. Yeah, I definitely do feel like it makes a big difference, though. Especially if you are an experienced player, try and actually make things more difficult for yourself. Which normally isn't the life advice I would give. But for this game, yeah, should be alright. Let's go for a splitter. I can. Yeah, I want you guys to go this way. Which means that you will now be coming from underneath here. Then you will then be exiting from over here. Yeah, this is far easier for me. This is so much easier, because now I clearly know this is just for base resources, and this is every other kind of logistic. I feel like I actually might start utilizing that. It's the very first time I've ever done this, by the way. Normally, all of my logistics are on the same floor like this, but now look, you've got iron ore, limestone, Nexus circuit boards, and crystal oscillators. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, guaranteed, as you can see by the... Oh, sorry. Granted, as you can see by the leaves being here, we are very close down to the floor over here. Whereas over here, we've got a bit more room. But regardless, this is the way I want to try and do things moving forwards. Let's just very quickly go back to the copper to make sure that I have got the correct amount of resources here. Okay. You copper? No. You copper? No, you're just a random sign. Okay. This is for Caterium. Did I not hook you up? Well, there's nothing actually on this. Right. Okay. Fine. Copper's just over there. Where is it? Here. So 324.8. 324 essentially. Do you then go through anything else? No, you do not. So you are 324. Welcome, Skies. Hope that you're doing good. A Nintendo console or handheld? I have, but not Satisfactory. Since this game I don't think is available. Nintendo. My favorite game that I've played, and the only one that I've properly played at least, is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. That was good fun. I enjoyed that. Okay, 328 minus 62. $266. Okay. I get out but there by a little bit just so I see what resource it is. So 266. Is there a sign close by that I could just yeet? How about you guys? What's your favorite? No, there's no sign. Change that to this. And that's what I do for my signs, although I don't use glossy, I don't think, anymore. There we go, that's much better. 266. Why is nothing coming down from here? Have I not connected you guys up properly yet? Nope, that's completely fine. Let's change that. Welcome back, Vinod. On the main account, let's go. Welcome. And for argument's sake, let's paint you guys. Just so I know what's what. Or preferably not paint you. There we go, lovely. So what's next now? I suppose the silica, right? Every 5 minutes this app closes, which is a little bit annoying because I want to see what I'm doing rather than having the app close. Legends of Zelda. Oh, nice. The Ocarina of Time. Oh, nice. Is that your favorite Zelda game then? I've never played Zelda, so I wouldn't really know too much about it. I've only heard good things about it though. I've never heard anyone say, oh, the Zelda game sucks. Copper sheets 11. Copper sheets 20. Okay. Let's do the sheets. I believe we can do 20 sheets per... No. 10. So we're going to need 3 constructors. Cancel 4 constructors. Okay. If I was to chuck you in here, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a bit of a waste of space for that one. So let's just, again, zoop you all the way down over here. Do that maybe. Bring you back there by a couple. Yep. So you're going to go into 2. Let's just sort you out first then, shall we? This is the entrance? Yeah, that's the entrance. Oh. And you should be able to fit right there. Perfect, you do. Great. You actually fit perfectly. I am pleasantly surprised. You go there, you go there, and you go there. Great. That's our first two. Second two. How does straight mode do this? I wonder. I wonder. Pick you up like so. Brilliant. Let's get the power now sorted as well. I knew that was going to happen. It's hard to decide. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I realise I just put you on the spot there. What's your favourite Zelda game? Why? You could literally make up a game title and I wouldn't even know. You really love Ocarina of Time, but Tears of the Kingdom... I've heard about Tears of the Kingdom. It's also really good because there's a lot to do. I think I had to choose probably Ocarina of Time. Fair enough. So you're the one that's producing... but 11. So it's 10 there. Then like literally 1 here. Which is a bit weird, but there we go. Yep. Good. The other one within we have to make 40, so we have to... Sorry, 20. Just 10 and 10. Great. Fantastic progress already. The next thing to then sort out is our silica, which I want to try and do preferably somewhere quite close to you, if there's the room for it. I can go straight down there, so yeah, there should be enough room here. I don't know how many constructions I'm going to need. I think it's only 2. I'm pretty sure it's only 2. Yes. So you're going to be the 20. In fact, can I try and combine you two together, preferably? No, that's the... No. How do I want to try and do this? Because this is where my assemblers are going to go now. Pretty much all the way along here. In fact, I could actually make both my silica in just one constructor. So if I get rid of that, then I have to then split the silica. That could be fun. So in total, it's 31 that I need to make. But I can afford 37, is it? Per constructor? What is it actually? Yeah, 37.5. Okay. 18.6 quartz. I put 19, but yes, that's correct. Great. Get rid of that for just a moment. Get rid of that there as well. So grab this and just bring you straight down to here. Split you off over here. Great. Control. Oh yeah, Satisfactory is confirmed to be coming to console. I will be making a lot of videos and a lot of streams talking about it because I'm a console player. I've been playing PlayStation since I was like literally 3 years old. I love it. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. If we do get any more news about it, I'll make a video. I'll make lots of videos with news, information, console updates, controller updates. Everything Satisfactory and everything console related. That's what I'll be covering. And of course, other Satisfactory news and content as well. The question is, how much raw quartz am I using now? And how much do I start off with? Because whatever it is, I've got to try and minus 19 from it. Oh, don't be annoying. 3 years old, yes. My very first device was the Nintendo Game Boy that I got when I was 2. Then when I was 3, apparently my cousin had a PlayStation 2 and I really used to like it, so my mum got me one. And one of the very first games I got, in fact I'll show you guys. One of them was Ratchet and Clank, but that wasn't my very first game. It was this. Bear in mind, I was 3 years old. Okay. Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. And the thing is, right, you have to understand, this game shaped my childhood. If it wasn't for Battlefield, if I didn't like Battlefield, I wouldn't have started playing COD. I wouldn't have gone back to Battlefield. I wouldn't have started making Battlefield streams and videos on my channel. So this game defined my childhood. Even though I didn't understand it, I knew roughly what it was. Good guys versus bad guys, kill the people that had red arrows or red icons above their head. But a really cool feature about this game is that you are the squad, essentially, because I just played campaign, I didn't have online. But you were the squad, so if I wanted to be him, I could morph into him in the gunner. Then I could then morph to be a medic or morph to be a soul, whatever, which was really, really cool. But back then, you don't understand what you're doing. It literally is just good guy shoot bad guy. That's it. Yeah, literally when I was 3 years old. I'm not even joking. I used to play other games as well, again, like Ratchet and Clank and similar games to that. Again, Ratchet and Clank is such a goated franchise. I haven't played the last couple of games, though, because I've not grown up. I mean, I'll say the games are for everyone, Ratchet and Clank, but I haven't really got around to it. It's one of those games that, like, if it's free on PlayStation, best believe I'm getting it. But do I want to spend, like, 50 quid on a new Ratchet and Clank game? I don't know. Okay, 263. 263 minus 19 gives us 244. To add to Satisfactory, literally nothing. Like, the way Satisfactory is right now for me is perfect. There isn't too much, there isn't too little. There's a couple things here and there, like if I was to make a list, I'm sure I could think of something. If I was to really put my 3 brain cells... Oh, I forgot about this. I completely forgot I've got these in the game. Anyway, if I was to combine my 3 brain cells, I could probably try and think of something. But as of right now, then... No, I can't really think of much. So it was 244. Great. Try and continue that over there as well. I wouldn't mind Mark II water extractors and Mark III pipes, but I think they said because of engine limitations they can't do that, which is fair enough. If they physically can't do it, it is what it is. That's what I've heard, at least. Okay, so cover the top of that. Cover the top of you. So you should already start... No, actually, I haven't connected to a power. No, I haven't. Okay. Let's connect you to some power over here. Just like so. Perfect. Lovely. Okay. So you're now producing all of our silica. I'll split you when necessary. Let's now see everything that we've managed to make so far. So we've made all of this. Made all of this here as well. There we go. Make this part a little bit easier. No. There we go. Shapes and green. Lovely. In fact, let me just get rid of this for now. We'll come back here when we finish everything. I know that I'm also going to be making some other stuff involving raw quartz and copper down the line, but now we are not down the line, so it's fine. It's okay. Mark II water extractor and a Mark III pipelines would be really cool. Yeah, it would be quite nice, but what can you do? Okay, let's move on to our circuit boards. 5 and 9 is what we're going to try and do here. So what I'm thinking of doing is just placing in our assemblers. Firstly, chucking you down here. I feel like wouldn't be a terrible idea. Push you a little bit far back though. And what are you making again? So you're the 9 circuit board. So you two have got to combine with each other. Although I think I'd prefer if you were over here instead. Would I? No, I actually wouldn't. No, I'd prefer if you were over here. And you were there. Cancel. So... I don't want the conveyor belts to overlap on this particular level. So I think what I might even try and do is this. Would this work? I doubt this would work, right? Now it's too close together. But to answer the question, yes, it does work. If I was just going into there, but I'm not just going into there. So you've got to go back by 2, but that's quite a big gap in between here though, isn't it? Would I actually want to do that? Second question, if I faced you like this, and then instead connected you into here, I feel like this is still a bit too close, isn't it? Yep. Damn, okay. I don't think there's any way around this. No. So you are just a bit too close together, that. I don't know what else I can try. Again, you'll run into the exact same problem. So let's move you back then by 1. Yeah, the lifts there were connected, yeah. Which is fine, but I didn't really want them to be. What I can do though is this. You should now be fine. Is there a gap here for the split up? Got it right in the end. Should be, yep. No, you've decided to randomly rotate yourself. Why? That's not greatly appreciated. No. Stop. I'm overcomplicating a very simple thing. You two have to merge together. Let's just get that out of the way with. Give a bit of room. There we go. We'll then select our assembler. Do I want you to go here? Yes, you should be able to go there and not be a problem. However, you got to go. You do have to go further back. Actually, you can remain there. You then go into here. Now what we're going to try and do is get underneath here. Have you facing in that direction? Have you facing in that direction? You can then come around here, I suppose. Although this doesn't look straight. And again, every single time I place down a conveyor belt, it snaps to a different angle the second I click it. Like right there, this was completely straight. The second I clicked it, it went over there. Even though, look at the difference there. I've got to properly move my mouse around to have that effect, but when I'm clicking it down, it's instant. Straight mode. Okay, right. It's annoying. You might have to come out a bit further, huh? Or even better, do this. That come out to there. Have you... Are you not the merger? You should be a splitter. Then you should be a merger. We then need one more here. Yep. Then move you guys a bit further back, because otherwise I can't get the other merger in here. There we go. That's good. Conveyor belt too steep. Right, that's fine. Well, it's not. I don't know why, but okay. And make sure that you guys are definitely connected there. Enable straight mode again. We are running low on our encased industrial beams, but that's completely fine. That's not really much of a problem. And the last thing we've got to do with you is chuck you down to there. Make sure that you're facing in the same direction as you, which you should be. Yes, that's great. We'll then select the thing I'm pointing at. Okay. Have you go right into the middle there with a nice little half nudge. Back to you, then you to there. That should now be all of our silica going to the right location. With no problems. Great. Let's make sure you guys have got all the power that you need. I'll then make sure that I'm making the right amount of you lots. So you're the one that's producing 9 per minute. And you're the one that's producing 5 per minute. Great. That should be 11 coming in. Yes, yes. There is a fly flying around my room and it's rather frustrating. Because the thing is, right, the fly is just flying into me. It's not even trying to escape the room, it's just trying to piss me off. Oh well. Do I want the power to go underneath? I don't think so. I'll do that. So, because you're the one that's producing 5 per minute, you are then going to come underneath her. And you're then going to loop all the way around to the other side. Nope. Yeah. I'll stop you there just for now. What I can then do is, I suppose, get out of here. Why not? Oh, okay then, sure. Oh dear. Trying to fill you in as well. Rob the bloody builder today. There we go. I've got a bit of Z snapping there, but luckily you can't see it. Well, you can if you pay very close attention. Which means I can then see it, which is annoying. Make sure you guys are aligned, which now you are. Give you guys a little gap just in case I want to try and add a conveyor lift to go up to another industrial storage container right above this. Which I shouldn't need to, but you never know how things go. Your circuit boards. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Isn't that bent? You can see it. You can literally see it bend. How is this straight mode? I don't understand it, if I'm honest. Oh well. Regardless, those are our circuit boards. Great. Let's also make sure that we do fill in this gap here. Made quite a bit of mess, which is fine, but rather I didn't. There's nothing wrong with making a mess as long as you clean up after yourself. Same most certainly applies for Satisfactory. Okay, so you are now made, you are now made. That's the very first two things done that I wanted to try and get done, so that's great. Now let's move on to both of the crystal oscillators. Again, kill two birds here with one stone. So this is 3 crystal oscillators, where we need 90 raw quartz. Do I want to make 3 per minute? I prefer if I make 1 per minute's not enough, 2 per minute. Because raw quartz, we said that we had 200 something left over. If I make 2 per minute, that's an 150 being used. The rest of it I can then use. Oh, that's not a lot though, is it? That really isn't a lot. Okay. What do I do then? Let's just find out the exact amount of raw quartz I've got left over here. Feels like it's more of an angled mode, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. 244. Okay. So again, if I make 2 over there, that's 150. So that's like less than 100 raw quartz left. I could then make 20 raw quartz and the rest make silica. Which won't be a lot, but it'll be enough. Let's try and do the math for this very quickly, actually. Just to see if everything's going to work out. So 2 crystal oscillators, which is going to be... Let's see. In fact, I could just divide everything here by 3, then times it by 2. So 54 divided by 3. Great, starting off with a fantastic one. 18? I think? That makes sense in my head, at least. Okay. So 18 times by 2, 36? 36. Okay. Then raw quartz wise, 90, so that's 60. Okay. We knew that already. Cable. For 14. Which means that you have to be 28. And underneath that, 47. Oh, God, it's not really getting any easier now, is it? 14. We'll go 16, we'll say. Is that correct? Yeah, that should be good. I think. Because if it was 45, it would be piss off fly. It would be... Oh, screw it. Yeah, 16. Okay, I was pretty much right. Good. Then for the reinforced iron plates, 7.5 divided by 3 times by 2 is just 5. That seems nice and simple, at least. 25 divided by 3. Ew. 0.6 something, right? No, 8. Okay. 8.4 times by 2. Did I times the other one by 2, actually? No. So it's 28 cable. Yep, 28. Okay. Oh, nice, Vinod. Yeah, it's simple when you just get to lay everything out. Because I used to write everything down, but it got to the stage where I was using a lot of paper. I was thinking, is this really worth it? Is it? I don't know. Yeah, my rows are simple. And it's also easier to correct your mistakes as well. Like, if I've got an entire page worth of maths and I get something wrong, what am I going to do? Just, like, rub everything out? No, just delete it on this website. It's easier. So, 25 again divided by 3 times by 2. 8.3, 16.6, we'll go 17. For the wire, 50 divided by 3. 6, so that's 17, so that's 34 mites. And 28 by 3. Go 10. For the iron ingots there for the wire. Then lastly, the iron ingots there for the iron plates is 28 divided by 3 again. Okay, 10. So let's assess the damage then for this particular recipe. So you're going to be 32 iron ore. You're going to be 20. So we're looking at 50 iron ore and 60 raw quartz. Here it was 112. So the iron here is more than the raw quartz. Whereas now the iron here is less than the raw quartz. So something's clearly not right. This. No, that is correct. But it can't be. First of all, you should have been 47 anyway. So I'll change that. So what isn't correct? The thing that I'm looking for now, by the way, is because over here, 47 plus 56 is 111, I believe. No, cancel. 113, 103. No, 113, yes, regardless. More iron than a raw quartz. Over here, it's more raw quartz than iron, so something clearly isn't right. See, if I just did like the maths normally, we wouldn't have this problem, which is the reason why I just like to do it normally. What are you making? Okay, that's fine. Yep. I'll chuck you down. Chuck you down there as well. We also need one of you. 2 crystal oscillators requires also 2 manufacturers, by the way, so it's 5 manufacturers in total. Damn. Everything here is correct. Fantastic. Pat on the back there for me. Just kidding. No, I won't. Now, quartz crystals. This should be correct. I'm not expecting this to be wrong. Not to sound egotistical, but I know how to do a little bit of maths. That is correct. Great. Cable. Nope. Wrong one. Cable. 28 goes into 54. I know that. So then a wire. You need 500 AI limiters. Oh. Ooh. Oh dear. 30. Okay. So it's actually less than what I said. How is it less? Okay, reinforced iron plates. We need 5. With the stitched recipe, of course. The best recipe in my opinion. Being the key word there. Key sentence. 17. Yep. That's again all correct. 17 iron plates. No. Oh wait, 17 iron plates should be a lot more than 10 iron ingots. Yeah, 26. So how is this possible then? That should be a lot more than just 28. 38 maybe, not 28. Yeah, that's the mistake I made. I accidentally typed in the number wrong. But 66 iron for that. Okay, so we are using quite a bit of extra iron now, but that's fine. And for you, that was 26, right? Then you should then be correct. Then you're 36. Like so. Then combine you guys together. 368. No. Yes. 68, which is just more than that. You are now, again, a lot more than this. How? How much are you over by? 8. So you should be over by 12. You should be 102. I believe you're 113. How? Because of you, I think. No. That's fine. How can something so simple yet be so difficult? I don't think I've messed up with anything else now with this. I know this might seem tedious, but I'd rather get this done now. Okay, here we go. That's why. Because you're 20. Well, it's actually 19. You're not 10. What, so why did I think they were both 10? 77. Brilliant. So now we've got our 2 recipes that I now need. Let's move you a little bit closer. If it's green, we've done it. If it's not green, we still get to do it. So let's start off, I suppose, with the quartz crystals. So we've already got a quartz path directly underneath us. I'm glad that we did actually manage to get that done, by the way. Because now I can build this knowing that I'm pretty sure at least I've got the maths right, which is nice. So you're going to go straight underneath to here. And let's get some more resources first as well. Yes. So what's am I actually going to need? I had this exact same problem yesterday. I didn't realize how much I was eating through this. In case industrial beams. But we are. Goodness gracious, we certainly are. So easily, let's say 40 more of you. Get a few more of you lot in there as well. Shouldn't need any more than 10. As you can see, we are instantly missing a lot of resources. Okay. Smelter-wise, yeah, quite a few of you lot there. Power, of course. Organization, you're fine for now. So everything over on the right side there, let's just go collect all of this stuff. Because I haven't actually had to update anything in my inventory now for quite a long time. And we are burning through items in our dimensional depot, which is fine. It's the whole reason for it being there. At the same time, though, can you just work? Thank you. At the same time, though, I'd rather not. Okay, let's start with the encased industrial beams. What's left of them, at least. Logistics suppliers always get used up. Yeah, they do, don't they? Mad. Okay, everything in my inventory that I don't need, I'm just going to chuck into here for now. Nope, no. Why have I got that? No, no, no. Yes, for everything there. Most likely, yes. I do actually need you in my depot. You go first, since you're the smaller number. Actually, you're the smaller number, actually. There we go. Have I got any heavy modular frames I could upload? 4. Let's just do that very quickly, then just ditch all of this. I suppose I could actually keep it, because I might need it in the future, so that's fine. Cable we need quite a lot of. Especially in our depot now as well. It's over here. Lovely. Motors. Apparently we're lacking some motors. Although I've got a feeling we're actually not, but it's still good to have it though. Plastic. How are we missing plastic? Oh yeah. Modular frames, in theory, is the last thing now that I need. You'll probably enjoy being uploaded to the depot here as well. Yeah, more than a stack, in fact. Let's do that. Anything else? Oh yeah, tons of things, but it just didn't show up. Nice. Reinforced iron plates. Cable. More cable? Rotors and motors. Or mortars, apparently. There we go. That is now more than enough than what I actually need. Which is great. I'm sure I'll need something in about 3 seconds time, but for now at least, that's it. Not bad. Not bad. Right, so let's just try and break and enter through here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Innit, brother? It's beautiful. So you're going to continue around to there. That's fine. Iron. You should both be 360s. Which is great. I'm going to need quite a lot now. Woo! keep you in parallel to here, as well, as parallel as I can make it. Bring you to here for now. Like, that's reasonable. Actually, you're probably going to get brought quite a bit further. Oh well. So close you up there for now. Let's see. So we are going to need 150 to make our quartz crystals. But now the question is, well, firstly, where can I put the quartz crystals? Here should be pretty good. And secondly, how many do I actually need? So you can make 22.5 per one. 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 constructors. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, just shy of that. That's such a shame. 4 would have been such a beautiful number to have in here. I could overclock one. But why? I think what I'll do instead is get you. No. Oh my god. Like that. Underclock you to 20. Control C, then get rid of that. And I want to try and place you into that you're lined up here. And you've also got enough room behind the back there. So 1. Control V. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is fine. I mean, we've now got a pretty big chunk here in the middle, which I'll use for something. Just don't know what, but I'm sure there's always going to be use for it. I'm also going to get rid of my to-do list there just to free up some screen space on the right-hand side. I always like to do whenever I do anything like this. So that you're pretty much in the middle if I can. And again, when I'm planning my mega factories, I don't want any of these power poles to be visible from the surface. It will all be handled through my logistics floor. I think I'd actually prefer. Okay, now I'll paint you guys as normal. Then with you guys can all come down now. Oof, just about able to fit. Just about. Okie dokies. Let's try and get the numbers squared away now. So the very first one, 54. 20, 40, 60. Minus 6, that's 14. Second one is 36. 20, and then you're 16. Okay. I have some merged over here now as well. I don't necessarily know where you guys are going to be heading off just yet, if I'm completely honest. I want you to loop around. Can you even loop around? Yes, okay, I think that'll end up looking quite nice. Let's do that. And you're also going to be here as well. And get rid of you. Great. Okay. So again, this is 150 quartz coming in here. Perfect. And you're going to come backwards in on yourself like that. You can do the same as well, why not? Are you going to be in the way of anything? No, you are not. That's great. You can then continue this way. Where you'll then come out to here. And you will then come out to there. Apparently I can't do that. Oh yeah, because you've decided to angle that thing so that it's bent. Ooh. There we go. And what was our quartz on before? 244 minus 150 is... Ooh. 96? 94? $94. Okay. We're coming out the end here. Yes, brilliant. $94. That's not a lot left. We can work our magic a bit later on, though. I don't want to assess the damage until I've already finished doing this, though, because it might persuade me to do something else, and I just want to get this done at this stage. Brilliant. Grand. Okay, so what's next? Firstly, let's just tick off what we've managed to get done so far, which, I mean, that wasn't a lot of work, if I'm honest, but it's work nevertheless. So far, we're about an hour and a half into the stream. It looks like we are going to get computers done today, and crystal oscillators, and of course, the circuit board. So that's fantastic. That's 3 things that I wanted to try and get done. If we've got time, I would then like to do some maths on the copper sheets, quartz crystals, silica. Then, yeah, see how that goes. At the same time, though, I wouldn't mind also starting or getting some prep ready for our conveyor belt bridge. I feel like the last couple of streams, we've just done logistical stuff. And tomorrow's stream, we're just doing building. So I would prefer if we have like a decent mix. You're filled up? Yes. Yeah, so see how things go. Okay, brilliant. Now we've got to make our iron ingots, where we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 smelters. Right. You should be able to fit all into here. Let's see. That's 1. Bean's gonna get in the way. Yeah, I knew it. The second I started building here, the bean walks in front of me. God damn it, man. Didn't even copy my settings. Unless I did it wrong, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's close. I mean, it works. It does work. We then have about half a foundation here. I might design something there. We'll see, we'll see. But yeah, this gap here, I'm not a very big fan of. I will fill it up with something. It's just trying to fill it up now is going to be interesting. Because if I was to put an assembler in there, it would have to be pretty much balls to the wall. There. There's not enough room. We'll see. Okay, let's just do this. We'll then see how much iron I'm using. I know I wrote it down somewhere, but I'm not sure if that number's now correct, because I've made some adjustments since then. We'll then have to subtract that from 360. Because we've got a 360 belt of iron ore coming in. I mean, we certainly haven't got a 360 belt of iron ore going out. Okay, you're going to be quite annoying there, so I can't actually do that. Okay. Unless what I could do is remove you, keep everything the exact same here. Bring you around to there, then bring you down here. This way, I don't have to get rid of anything. You know the inputs? Okay, so everything is going around that way. Okay. That's fine. Because I can fit one more smelter here. Glad that works out in the end. So far, at least. You know, this will be okay. Because what I can do now is get rid of you, then do the exact same thing. I'll keep the gap on the floor there because I'm going to need it rather soon. Hey. Power now. In fact, how actually are we doing with our power grid? I hope it's not too bad. I can't imagine it's looking great, if I'm honest. So we've gained a good few thousand megawatts over the last few days. And that's understandable. Pets! Ah. You love doing maths in Satisfactory, so do I. It's very relaxing. This fly has literally, like, suicided into me now about 15 times since I've started recording. I don't why? I'm literally getting stream sniped in real life. Huh? How does that work? Oh, okay, you just didn't show up. Fair enough. You then go over... No. Oh. Yeah. Everything is yellow. This will be green soon. Maybe this is what Coldplay meant when he said they were all yellow. It was all yellow. I don't know. It was all yellow. Your skin. Thank you. I know, I have heard that I've got the voice of an angel. You guys don't have to say it or anything. I know. I was actually going to audition for Britain's Got Talent, but I felt like it would be too unfair on the rest of the competition. That's how nice of a guy I am. Oh, that was close. Almost just went off the edge of the map. I can't open a window though, because, like, I'm in the garden right next to the neighbor's house, and I don't want to distract them, essentially. Okay, so now this works, but then this doesn't. There. Okay, sure. Wait. Didn't do the merger. Split it. And of course, I am half a nudge off. Of course I am. Yeah. So, Iron, how much have we got? Welcome to Great Artist, hope that you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. So this is now definitely correct, is it? Okay. 113 plus 32, 145 plus 45, 190. What? That's nowhere near what I had before. But this should now be correct. Okay. 190 minus 360 should be 170. Did I say 170 or 370? I meant to say 170. I don't know if that's what I said. Wait. There we go. Quick maths. No webcam. I haven't used a webcam for weeks. Because the streams tend to do less worse when I don't have a webcam. Which is fine. If that's what people want, that's completely cool with me. That's all of our iron ingots now being made, but they're not being split up properly yet. So let's do that. You're going to be 45, so that's 15 for you. out of that. The next one is cancel your 19. You're 19, you're 26. Okay. You're then 30. Okay, that's nice and handy. Thank you for that. You're then 28. You're 38. No. Lower you down to 8, please. No. 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 There we go. And you're 47. So why do you need 4? Sure. 17. That's 3 sets of 10. 47. Yes, we got 47 now over there. And then you can all just be the same colour. The thing that I want to try and get out of the way with now, I suppose, is you two. Because you're making iron plates. You're making wire, then you're making iron plates. Okay. And both of you can join together over here to make our reinforced iron plates. Unless I can somehow join you guys together here. I think I honestly can. Let's do that. Welcome, Sea Shark. Hope that you're doing good, man. That's all good. Don't worry about it. No need to apologize. I mean, if you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. What can you do? These streams are meant to be like a relaxing sort of environment, so don't feel like you have to be committed to be to every single stream. But when you do show up, though, it is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for that. I hope that you are having a good time. Days have been good. So 1734. Although it'd make more sense if you guys were in there, wouldn't it? I will copy you over there. Yeah, I feel like this would make a lot more sense. Try and get you roughly in the middle. Perfect. 17. Then a wire, 34. Need 2 of you. Okay. Can I fit 3 constructors into here? We can do 1. We can do 2. We can't do 3. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry. And you stick out like that, so I can't really do too much here. Yep, definitely can't do that. How far back can I? I can go back by 1 more, maybe. It's a squeeze, so I suppose I could try and fit 3 into here. And assembler wires, Can I do this? No. See, now it's just a game of Jenga. Can I get this all to fit? It doesn't necessarily have to fit. I might even overclock that machine so that it does fit into there. This way I can then get easily 1 assembler into here. Maybe even 2 if I really wanted. I don't. You can't exactly, yeah, fair enough. I won't be too upset. I might cry a little bit off camera, but on camera, no, it's okay. I understand. 3 constructors. There wasn't too bad, but I feel like it was a bit of a waste of space. Here isn't too bad either and fit 1 assembler into there. Honestly, we could just do that. So line you up there in the middle. Take up as much room as you want. The thing is, there's so much wasted room here, though. I might honestly just overclock. I can't get you over any further, can I? No, I can't physically get 3 in here. No. I could have if I nudged that over. I'm not redoing all of that. Because again, otherwise this is our choice, but look how much room we've got on either side. Although what I could do is just extend it out. We go 1, 2, 3. Got a bit of room there on the sides. Let's do this. Okay. Like so. Then what I'll do is get rid of this. Make sure everything's definitely connected to our power source. Connect you over there as well. So again, we need 17 iron plates and 34 wire. Let's go into our wire. $17. Then it duplicates you across to here. We can then try and do... Oh no, my hotbar isn't working anymore. Oh, okay. My hotbar has decided to stop working. Sure. Don't know why it's done that. We'll make do with what we got though. So send you round to here. And have you just go straight down. And with you, loop you around over here. It will end up looking something like this. Oh, again, my hotbar's not working. I forgot. Whoops. Well, I didn't forget. It's a habit at this point now, isn't it? Why were you rotated like this? See, oh my god. It's one of those days where like everything just isn't doing what it should be. Let me tell you now, those days, they're annoying. I'll loop you then around to here. Both of you go in like that, except you're going to be angled slightly differently. Otherwise, the mergers might be interacting with each other. This and the splitters might be a bit weird, so let's just leave it like that. Copy and paste recipes? Yeah, it's a shame. What if I do this? There you go. Works now. So wire there. Iron plates there. I shouldn't need anything else. The last thing I need to do now is for you. Is to bring you down over here. And merge you guys together, which I can do underneath. Although do I want to? Because again, I'd rather use some of the room here. I think what I'll do, very temporarily, is why have you angled yourself like that? Let's get the splitter. There we go. Beautiful. I'll leave you as a nice little empty gap there. Do that, do that. Nope. It's annoying. Yeah, it is rather annoying when that happens, but there's no, like, fix to it, so, oh well. And the you two then have to go straight down. I might as well get rid of you just so I can see what I'm doing a lot easier. All the 19 ingots, so you're going to go into the 34 wire. 34 wire is this one. Is that correct? That is correct. You then go into here. both of our resources should now be coming out from here. That has now all been fixed and all been solved. The next thing to do is make our 5 reinforced iron plates, of which I know I can make in here. And just like that, we've essentially filled the gap. So that was actually quite good in there in the end, so that was quite nice. Is it in the right place, though? Nudge it by 1 more, I'd say. Further around here to the back. That's good. Yep. Not bad, not bad at all. You can then connect to there quite nicely. Lovely. A Caterium recipe? For this one I'm not, no. This is a recipe that I'm using for computers. We are using the crystal oscillators with the circuit boards. I've been using this recipe now for a while. It's extremely simple to do. It requires barely any sort of setup, and you can do it whether you're brand new to the game or if you're rather experienced. That's it, really. My favourite variant of the computer recipe. Also, I have factually proven it's by far the best recipe to use for the computers. Again, like, using facts. It depends on, like, what items you want to use there. So factually, it's good for me. Other people might not want to use it. Oh, they're so close to each... You know what? Why do you have to go down? Like, okay, you can go down, that's fine. But you can just go into there, can't you? Thank you for nodding. Yeah, it's just something I threw together last minute, really. It has grown over the last couple of videos. It was like, really? The starter factory was just this. As you can see, it's all yellow lights because everything's backed up. But this was the starter factory for like 250 hours. And now we've essentially like doubled the size of the starter factory within 2 days. So there's still a lot more work left for us to do. Okay, I know why you're backed up. That's completely fine. So yeah, still lots of work left for us. But I would say so far it has been a really good challenge. Let's see how it's going to keep on going. I should probably try to record some clips actually for the YouTube contents. Oh well. You're making stuff, that's great. You can stay audio, turn that off. Okay. See, this is what it means. It looks a bit small in this area, but that's fine. I think it's okay. You can see my pioneer lights. So far, this is all the work we have been able to accomplish. It's not looking dreadful so far, but I'll give you a very quick rundown. Here we are producing all of the raw quartz and quartz crystals. Here we are producing all of the quartz crystals that we are going to be needing for the computers. There we go. Combine that with a little bit of copper. I'll get this shot instead, I think. Yeah. Behind the wire. And a lot of iron. then you've pretty much got yourself some computers, although we are not done here just yet. I haven't even been able to make my crystal oscillators yet, so I'll report back when we can get those done. But so far, not bad. The reason why I turn off the music whenever I record, obviously, is because I add audio myself. So it just makes things like that a little bit easier. Only takes a couple seconds to do. You finished up the 500 AI limiters with a small factory underneath your quick-wire factory and near your train stations. That looks pretty nice. That's good. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying my own as well. I don't know when that's going to be, but should be interesting, regardless. So you are now done. Great. I suppose now what we can try and do is this. And the 2 cables as well. And just keep you there for now. With our quartz crystals, you have to be going straight down. Which there should be enough room underneath there. Which there is. We'll do that. You as well can then come straight down. There shouldn't be anything in your way. Oh, there is, like, directly in front of you. That's fine, though. Okay. Look at all the smoke. Do you think we're helping the environment? I think so. Yeah. 7.5 reinforced iron plates. The very first thing that we are going to need is 28 iron ingots, which I believe should be you. No? You're 28. Oh yeah, because that's 30. I thought that was 54 though. That's 54 wire, but 30 iron ingots. Fair enough. So you're the 28 that I need. You'll then be splitting... Okay, just to go into the wire. And then I also need you then, I suppose. 38. So let's merge you two together then. I'll merge you down here though, since everything's already going straight down. I'd like to have a path coming along here. I think that would be quite nice. Just as long as I'm aware that there will be a path there. And that's okay. There's trees everywhere, isn't there? Although, to be fair, I am building in the place literally called the Northern Forest. That's why I prefer the Dune Desert. I love the Dune Deserts. I love it. Having said that, though, I do often like a challenge, hence why I've decided to start here. That's the main reason as to why I'm here, is for the challenge. I don't know how far out I want to try and go with this thing, but I say what I'll do is, after I finish making my crystal oscillators here, and my computers, I'll then end the factory off. I'll cut it off there from the mountain. Then start going over in this direction and over in that direction as well. So this will be like the very final thing that I build out here. I think it's fine. So how many, what do I need? So, I've also done this, haven't I? You, and you. Okay, that makes things a bit easier for me just to assess. Wire iron plates. Okay. No. Again, I do apologize for starting today's stream a bit late. It was only like a couple hours later than usual. I was just busy, so. Oh. I forgot I can't do that. I tried to like look at the tree then look away instantly, but then I remembered, oh wait, no, I can't actually do that with the tree. The worst pollution offender in Satisfactory. Yeah, coal generators is a good shout. Oil extractors. In theory, the oil extractors aren't by themselves doing much of the pollution, but from the oil extraction, you're then polluting the world. Welcome, Dirk. Hope that you're doing good, man. Welcome to the stream. The miners are pretty bad as well. fuel power generators, I don't feel like they're even that bad for pollution. I suppose what machine requires the most power? Or the quantum stuff, but then quantum shouldn't require that much pollution. I really don't know. Oh, of course I do. Nuclear power generators. Because they release radioactivity. Surely they must be considered the worst, right? One would assume. Let's start off with our 50 wire. Luckily, we've got a lot more room here to work with. And iron plates are 25, which I believe requires 2. You guys elevated? No, it looked like they were built above the floor there, which is quite weird. I think it's just the lighting. How have we been live for almost 2 hours? That's mad. Yeah, nuclear generator, yeah. $22.5, that's 45, 23? Damn. 20, 40, 50. Oops. No, 50 in total, sorry. And 2 for you lot, I believe, isn't it? In it, bruv. Sorry. What I'll do here is we'll grab a merger. Hamster, we'll grab a splitter. Face you in this direction. Face you here. Cancel. Although, if it's all going to the same place, surely I don't actually need that, do I? There we go. Welcome, Rob. Hope that you're doing good, man. At what point do you go from a starter factory to a full plant with stuff? Like, go from 3 heavy modular frames to many? You know what it is? My starter factory essentially is every single item that I think I'm going to need to build my big factories. Like, things like computers I'm going to need for my fuel generators. Things like crystal oscillators I'm going to need for signs. Don't forget about the signs. And of course, like silica, other stuff as well. So my first big project that I ever do is my aluminium factory. That's because by this stage of the game, I've either unlocked or I'm going to unlock Mark III miners and Mark V conveyor belts. After I've got that unlocked, I'm essentially set and I can start doing even bigger projects. And the reason why I do aluminium first is because of these. The hourclad aluminium sheets. What do you need for Mark V conveyor belts? Hourclad aluminium sheets. So if I was to start doing my iron factory with Mark IV conveyor belts, then I move to Mark V after I do this, well, suddenly all of this and all of this is now completely inefficient. So I do try and do like a mega project after I get all like my starter items together. And then essentially this, the aluminium factory, is when I start to take things up a notch, where I go from making 3 or 4 items per minute to making tens of thousands. Is that a smart thing for me to do? I would say yes, because I know what I'm doing. No, if you don't know what you're doing. But of course, I started off not knowing what I was doing, which is the way I recommend everyone starts off. Yeah, good to have you here, Rob. Hope you're having a nice day so far. You should be fine. Yeah. Very helpful. It's alright. So, this fly is about to meet its maker at this point. Great. So again, let's just double check here. 20, 40, 50. Correct. Round of applause for myself. Okay, that's enough. Then over here is then 25 iron plates. 25. Okay. So you lot can all merge together, I'd say. Why not? Have a bit of fun. I didn't bring this down. Nice. Nope. Wait, what? Oh. Sure. Okay. How wise just get everything turned on? You don't need computers for few gens. I thought you did. Oh no, you don't. No. But you do need computers though for other machines. I don't know if it's blenders potentially. It's something that requires computers. I know it's important for something. I always thought that you had to have computers for fuel generators. I don't know why. Computers and heavy modular frames. I can't do that because it's going to spawn at my inventory, isn't it? Yep, cool. Thanks. Oh. Oh well. Still good to have. Last thing that I want to try and do with you is connect you over there. Everything here is starting to get produced now, which is fantastic. The next thing that we then need is the 7.5 reinforced iron plates, which is going to require not one, but 2 assemblers. Welcome, Rich Media. Hope that you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. So, let's throw you over there. Oh, is it blenders? Nah. It changed in 1.0? Ah. That's what it is. So I wasn't completely wrong. I was just mostly wrong. That's good to know. 5, okay. Then you'll then be 2.5. So the way that I'm going to do this, I promise when I say that, no, cancel, I won't promise it. But I think, in my opinion, this is simple to do. You, up. You, no, cancel, you, up. Then going to add a merger to combine both of you lot. I knew that was going to happen. To combine both of you lot together. Facing... Oh, sorry, a splitter. Why do I keep getting them confused today? There we go. Now, whatever item we're producing down for you lot, you're then going to combine over here. Like so. See, now I need a merger. I got it right once. A full split for your railways. You're gonna pretend you know where every beam goes. That's a smart thing to do. If you don't see it, it's not a problem. Great, so that's now done. The final thing to do is grab a merger. I promise it's a merger. And that's a promise I can keep. I do try and keep promises. I do. Right, now this is where things go from getting interesting to fascinating. Because you're a splitter. Twice in a row, chat, I've got it right now. There we go, we are now making our 7.5 reinforced iron plates. And come back over here. Let's boink on this, lovely. So the main thing to do now is the wire, then the cable. The circuit board just goes together, doesn't it? And then the computer just, again, sticks itself together. Great, okay. It's a lot easier said than done, but we are going to get it done regardless. Hopefully. I've only got an hour left that I can be live for, but we should be able to get it done within the hour. The other stuff, probably not. So wire, we are going to need, let's see. 84 wire over there. In fact, it's probably a bit easier if I... No, actually, no, it's not. 54 and 84. Right. And probably face you this direction. Yeah, again, break up the shaded period a little bit. I like that idea. It's not the worst idea I've had today. Oh, okay. So again, I can make 22.5, so pretty much 20 per one of you. Wait. I'll go 21, and times you by 4. That is then the 84 wire that I need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you'll then all combine to then form our 42 cable. 1. Okay, sure, you're there now. I need 2 of you. Okay. In that case. No, in that case. No. No. Bro, like, come on, man. Okay, it does overlap. Is it bad? No, you can barely even see it. Okay. So if I do this... how am I going to actually do this, though? I think you might have to be one bigger. Yep. Because I can't just have... Actually, can I have you two go into there? Because that would be 42. Going into 21. No, where's the recipe that I copied over? That would actually work. Okay. So what I'll do here then is this. Yep. So combine you lot together. Then with you, and then do the exact same thing here. Like so. And that goes into there perfectly. Okay. Does solid biofuel work well with a jetpack? Yes, it's what I actually prefer. Well, packaged liquid biofuel is what I like, which is the exact same as solid biofuel. The only difference is that you have to put it into a refinery with a bit of water, and then package it, of course. Yeah, it works fine. I've currently got, I think, like 26,000 of it in storage. That's what I'm currently using. In fact, it's what I'm using right now. It's okay. Is it the best? No, it's not. It's not the best. In fact, it's the worst. But early game, if you want to go from like point A to point B, it's pretty decent, as you can see. You can cover some really good ground. There we go. So you've all got power now. I suppose the next thing to do is connect you to... Oh, that would have been nice. There. Copy that. Paste that. You guys should all be 21. You are 21. You should be 21 as well. Yep. 21. Sorry. I'm like 5 apparently. And you should have probably been a bit further back there. But you know what? You're actually fine. Just about fine. But, yep. Mr. Tree, you can't stay here. Are you single mode, though? Although you can't stay there either. There we go. We'll shoot you back over there. I shouldn't need that much room over here now, because we are approaching the very end of the project. We should be okay. Now, where am I actually going to get the iron from? I believe it's you guys. So one of you should be making 47. 17. Hey, what? Okay, one's making 47. The other's making 32. How much is it for 54 wire? Of course, I grabbed the one that was cable, or the two that were cable. 30. Okay, so one should be 30. Which there isn't. Let's see. Because again, for you, I need 47 here. 17. 30. There we go. Then this last one then is again 30 as well. So we'll go 15 and 15. So you two are combining, you two are combining. But I believe you're both... No, you're not both going to the same place. No, no, no. Almost going to the same place, but not quite. The iron coming out of there. Did I not do the maths for that? Got so much stuff coming out of places. Stuff doing things and places going to places. How much iron was this again that we were using? 190, so it's 170. Isn't that what I did? Oh, right, that's the... Okay, okay, no, that's fine. That's alright. I can actually just get rid of this. How do you look from up here, though? Did I just ruin the way this looks? No, that's actually alright. Okay. Let's join you guys up now. We'll do... No, we'll do... No, we'll do... Thank you. One there. One there. One here. There. It would be fantastic to try and get these computers done though, because we don't necessarily need them now, but I don't want to get to the stage where I do need them, and then suddenly it's like, oh, well, if I started making this a couple weeks ago, we could have had more than enough by now. I've done that with some other items in the past, and I don't necessarily want to repeat those exact same mistakes. And again, you're forged by half a nudge. Again! The 10th time today has happened. So now you guys are all going into there. It means I should be able to refill the floor. Replace, should I say. That should all be good up into here now. So you lot have to merge. You lot have to merge. And then the 54 quartz crystals is over there. Okay. Right. I think what we'll do then is this. And split you here. Because this is the part where I'm going to have to place down most likely quite a lot of mergers. Manufacturers. One's going to go into here. Then are we going to need another? I believe so. It's two manufacturers. Yeah, two manufacturers for this part. So, okay. Where's the exact middle here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, Here's the middle. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 4. No, we'll go over by 4. So 1 full foundation. Is that a lot of room? Probably a bit too much. I would like to try and get a path around the back, which as of right now we can't really do. Yo, 9 lifer. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you, man. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for the sub, and I hope that you enjoy your stay. That's greatly appreciated, man. Thank you. So, you lots, you're going to have 2 that will just come straight down. Although, it would make sense if you were just the ones that were out of the way. Because you are the quartz crystals. You are the father. What? No! Wait, no, you're 3 crystal oscillators. I need 3 manufacturers here? I can't fit 3 here. No shots. No. Maybe I'll get lucky. Let's see. Okay, well, I mean, that answered our question then. Looks like we got lucky. One, 2, 3. Let's start off by getting our quartz crystals in here. Because they've been sat now for a while, essentially doing nothing. You're already connected, Grant. Nothing going to go to here. Mergers. I'm loving it. Splitters, damn it. Make sure that they are all connected here. They have to be. They really have to be. We're at that stage of the game now where we've done pretty much all the important maths. All we have to do now is just make sure everything works, which one could argue is rather difficult. You're 36, so you're the one that I'm looking for then, which is a bit more than that, yeah. Straight through there, let's not. Is that too long? Oh, look at that. You're joking me. How unfortunate. I mean, I wish I could even get surprised about that, but no, I can't, really. There we go. So you guys are all now connected, which is not too bad. The next thing that I want to try and do is the cable for this. So what I'll do is 1, 2. Although, are you lined up with that? No, you're not really lined up with anything. Okay. You gotta go a bit further over here. Then go with a splitter. Like so. Make sure these are all connected. And go with this. Make sure that you're going up. And I'm really hoping these guys can connect. Although I've got a feeling it won't do. Okay. Yeah, again, we're off for the 11th, 12th, 13th time today. We're off by about half a nudge. How infuriating is that? Right, let's redesign the entire thing. Like, literally because of half a nudge. It's crazy. Let's try this instead. This isn't straight either. I'm just hoping it's fine. Yeah, surely this must be okay. What? Really? Wow. Damn, man. Okay, thing is, if I move you down by one more, you could be fine. I didn't want to have to use this one, though. And rotate you facing that way. There we go. Okay, so that's now that problem solved. The last thing is to add a splitter here. And that should be it. As long as these two connect. There's a part of me saying that they won't. But if I do this, sort of like in between both of them, that should now be okay. No. It now means that neither of them are actually okay. Of course it does. Of course. How about this? What's wrong with defaults? Invalid belt shape? Okay. We can't do that either. Right, last thing that I can try. Good. It now means that you are going to be able to clip through there, which I don't really want. Curve could work. Curve does work, in fact. You'll be fine just to continue going straight. Into there. How about now? So let's confirm. Have we got 7.5 reinforced iron plates? Roger. Have we got 42 cable? I know we have, but it's still good to check. 21, 21, 42 in total. Great. And have we got 54 quartz crystals? 20. 40. That's 14. That's 54. All of our maths is now correct. This area is now done for the computers. The final thing that I've got to do is connect our circuit boards over there with these crystal oscillators. But first, I do want to very quickly record a clip. There we go. Oh, dearie me. Can be rather intense work, can't it? Great. Everything that you see currently on screen, other than the smelters on the far left of the screen, is what we've managed to get done so far today. We're not yet finished, but so far, we've been able to make our 3 crystal oscillators for our 6 computers. The only thing I've got to do now is combine our circuit boards, combine our crystal oscillators, and then there you go. Those are our computers. Oof, managed to finish that just about on good time there. Okay, the thing's bugged. Nice. That's another new bug I've noticed. Got a few new ones recently. There we go. Additionally, I still want to try and make my 2 crystal oscillators that I'm just going to keep in storage. They're not going to be used for anything else at the minute. But it's still nice to know that we have them in ready and waiting, just in case I do have to try and use them. Oh dear. Seems to be missing resources there. I'll check on that in just a moment. In fact, no, screw it. So what's the problem now then? You've got too much? Too much? Then you have too little. Yeah. So why aren't we making enough iron plates? Because we need 17 there. Plus 8. That's 9, let's say. 26. How many am I making here? 20? 25. $17 plus 8. Yeah, that should be fine. So how have we not got enough iron plates? We're making enough. Oh, wire. How much wire do I need? 33. 34. That's 50, isn't it? How much am I making? 10? 20? 50. So, I mean, we are making enough of everything, but apparently we still haven't got enough. How is that even, like, remotely possible? Maybe if I just fill you up, and everything else has to get forced to go into here? We'll check on that in a moment. I don't know what the issue is there. Regardless, though, like I was saying, let's just try and get these computers done. Because we are getting very close now, which is great. I don't want to have to redesign everything here. But luckily for computers, it's quite simple to do. Because it only involves assemblers. We are clipping a little bit there on the outside. That's alright though. Rid of all of that. Including you. You're not working either. No, you should be completely fine. Yeah. Can I fit an assembler into here? In theory, yes, but I also do like just the nature being here, so I don't actually want to touch that. How about this? This would be like a very random location though, wouldn't it? But we have got a decent sized room over here. How are you doing? Oh, that's lovely. So, since this is pretty much a flat area over here, how about I completely landscape this? I feel like this could be done in tomorrow's stream though, but I want to try and make computers today. So you know what we're actually going to do? Production, assembler, because this is where I want it to go. This would be elevated slightly. I'm going to plop this down over here. Select my computer. How many of this are going to make? 3.3. We need 6. So I'm going to derp this a little bit. There we go. Then combine all of our crystal oscillators over here. Like so. This is exactly where things are going to go, but next episode I'm going to be adjusting my assemblers a little bit. Adding in a slightly new platform. By slightly new, I mean completely new, and by platform, I mean, like, well, I do mean platform, to be fair. I didn't lie about that part. I mean, not lie, make rumors of. Right, let's see. And of course, the second I go and click it down, suddenly, oh, it's too far now. Oh dear. Because the thing is, right, I want to get this done, but I don't want to end the stream until I actually make some. Where are you even attaching to? Oh my god. You're too close. Honestly, this game's pissed me off. Let's grab this again. There we go. Next episode or stream? Well, I suppose both, but mostly the next stream, yeah. It should be tomorrow. I feel like I need a slight mental break though, because this game is pushed me over the edge today. All the maths and the everything breaking constantly. What's wrong with this? clipping with the floor. That's the whole point. It's supposed to be clipping with each other. Okay, there's like one foundation there. Right, okay. What's the other thing that we need? Circuit boards. Which I believe are being made here, right? Yes, no. What are you doing? Oh, right, here. There we go. Didn't get it completely wrong. Only half wrong. So I'll explain to you guys the plan that I want to try and do in tomorrow's stream. As we admire this absolute derp creation. There we go. Enjoy the last series. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, hopefully this series will be even better. I'm planning on making it a good series, at least. Hopefully people will continue to show it some support, then I'll definitely keep it going. What made you decide to go with a logistic floor this run instead of the spaghetti factory from the last one? Just slightly different playstyles. If I do the exact same playstyle every single time, I'll get bored out of my mind. So I often try and switch things up, not just for content. I mean, not literally, I don't even joke at all when I say this. Absolutely nothing that I do in any of my Satisfactory series, I do for content. Every single thing I do because I want to do it. The factory sizes, like some people think that, oh, he's a YouTuber, so of course he's going to make his factories bigger just for the sake of getting more clicks. No. This is like legit how I've played the game for years before I started making content about it. This is my playstyle. I like it. My way of playing the game. So, everything you see that I place down, I don't do because I think, oh, this would be fantastic for a video. This would be fantastic for a stream or for a Reddit post. Firstly, I don't use Reddit because I'm not a psychopath. Secondly, I do not care about, like, if a factory looks good for a thumbnail. I design a factory based off the maths I've done off camera and on camera for some of it. That's it. And I think sometimes it ends up looking quite good. Sometimes it doesn't. It's a bit of luck, really, isn't it? Just a bit of luck. Okay, we'll go back to that cinematic camera there in just a sec. Because I told you guys at the very start of today's live stream that I want to try and make computers. And because we're running very short on time and I want to try and save the rest of the work for tomorrow's stream, I've had to rush this very final bit, but we are making computers. The plan is, if you see the area... Hello, we back? My PC decided to stop working. If we see this area right here where our assemblers are, I want to have a raised platform just like what we have over on the left side. Because I prefer that. There we go. So that will be raised onto this sort of level. It won't go out very far. These trees might have to go. Eventually, I might lower it back down again, but I feel like having a raised part there isn't too bad. This is definitely going to come down here in the future. I'm going to expand this walkway to go over there. We are then going to create some sort of like L-shaped dome. Well, not dome. L-shaped corner. Which will then go down by a few foundations. And we've got all this valley to use. I can't go out that far. We've got all this valley to use, which would be pretty nice. You're having fun? Yeah, honestly, like, I mean, today I might not sound like it. I am enjoying it, but I'm just a bit drained because it's a lot of, like, mental things to try and get sorted out. So I think we're able to get a lot of it done. Regarding the room down here, because I want the elevation to start along this path. So we've still got a few gaps over here to try and fill with. I don't know what I'm going to do in there, if I'm completely honest. I might get rid of this, do the exact same thing what I did over there, extend this out here a little bit, then add in some... Even like a mini factory can go into there, if I'm honest. Could we fit another manufacturer? 1, 2, 3... That's 4 foundations. That's only 2. But 1, 2... and a half. 2.5. That's 4.5. 5.5. I could, in theory, if I really wanted to, fit one more in there. Unsure yet. But we'll see how things go. What's wrong with Reddit? It's just a website like Twitter, like Instagram, like Twitter, like I said Twitter twice, like anything really, like any sort of social media, where people get lost in a bubble that they convince themselves is reality. Like, that's most... I don't know why my mic keeps on cutting off today. It's really weird. I suppose like everything else in the factory, it keeps breaking. Oh well. But yeah, Reddit is not a sane place to be for long periods of time. Some people in there are fine, but I avoid websites like that like the plague. I don't use Twitter, don't use Reddit, don't use Facebook. I only use Instagram to talk with friends, and that's about it. I hate social media. YouTube, of course, I use. But my philosophy is that the more time I spend away from social media and outside, the more I get to experience the real world, not what someone in some mother's basement is thinking is the real world. So that's the reason why I don't go on Reddit. It's my opinion not to use it. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't use it. I'm saying I don't use it because I don't personally like it. My philosophy. My way of life. Regardless, so that will be it for today's stream. I hope that you guys did end up enjoying it. It was quite fun there in the end. Lots of logistic works done. We managed to make our computers a bit derp, but we managed to get most of it done. We've got a lot of work to do tomorrow. I feel like I said the exact same thing yesterday, but oh well. We've pretty much also managed to make all of our crystal oscillators, which is great. I'll probably do the exact same thing as what I've done right here as well. Just like, I'll temporarily make our crystal oscillators just to try and have a place for it. Great memes, to be fair. The Satisfactory Reddit isn't too bad. I'm talking more about, like, other sites on Reddit. Like, not the dark web stuff. Like, the political side of Reddit. Like, Satisfactory is one of the best gaming communities that I've personally ever experienced. This and the Age of Empires community. They're both definitely up there of being some of the best. Battlefield, of course. COD, no. But Battlefield's definitely up there as well. So the Satisfactory Reddit's fine. Occasionally I'll use it for updates and news and the memes again. But I'm talking more about like the actual like political brain rot side of Reddit. That's the part that I don't really view much, because again it's just, you know, it's one side hating the other for no reason. So, oh well. Regardless, again, that will just about do it for today's stream. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day. And thank you to everyone that tuned in as well. I didn't get the exact numbers, but I'll very quickly check the likes to thank you guys for them. The 7 likes on today's stream. Thank you guys very much. And surprisingly, like, the views were down, that's completely fine, but the viewer duration was up. So thank you very much for that one, guys. 14 minutes there. Average viewer duration. That is awesome to see that you guys are watching the streams for longer. That is, that's awesome. So I'm guessing you guys are enjoying it. I don't know. I'm hoping that you guys are. But yeah, thank you for watching. This is like my 4th outro now. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'm going to end it here, otherwise I will just keep on yapping. Goodbye and cheerio.